Hello, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. We're here to receive the daily empowerment message. I'm using the Eye of Love Tarot. Let's see what we have for the daily empowerment message for today. It's the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is a card right now is saying keeping your options open is going to be amazing right now. So there's something that's mattered very much on your heart, something that is very important to you. Okay. And you're wanting to make a decision so much. I see you wanting to solidify the energy. Like you just want to put a period on it. This is what it is. This is what it must be. It's like there's so much desire to just make it solid, make it official, and just solidify the energy in it. And the card with the Seven of Cups coming up right here is saying, right now, that's not your best move. Right now, your best move is to let the energy stay mutable. In other words, keep your options open because you don't know what your best option is yet, even if you think you do. And yeah, somebody really doesn't like hearing that. There's the inner control freak in all of us does not want to hear that, hey, you don't know what's best for you. Okay. But in this situation, Seven of Cups is about opening up the options. What else is possible in this for my bliss? What other opportunities exist here that I was ignorant of or unaware of? Where else could I find success in reaching my goals that I just had not thought of? What else is possible for me here and now where I could have success and accomplishment that I just didn't even consider? What do I want that I didn't know existed that I could have right now if I just knew it existed? Mm. So that's the first message that I'm getting. It's like using questions to open up, to pry the universe for information. Why do we want to use questions? Because when we use questions, the universe responds with experiences that provide answers. So there's that. Okay. When we ask questions, they're saying we open up energy. Even the shape of the question mark, it goes around everything and down to a point. But when we put a period on things, it's just a point. Solidifying energy is putting a period on things. If we want to move energy, we want to begin to ask questions. Ask questions about what we think we know. Ask questions about what else we could know. Ask questions about what is true about what we know. Ask questions about what else is there to know. Ask questions about perspectives. What other perspectives are there? What other opportunities exist? What other advantageous situations are here for me today? What magic miracles and money is here for me to pick up today? Uh, Play with these questions, but use questions in an empowering way. Like some people's like, oh God, what next? That's not necessarily an empowering question because usually when you say, oh God, what next? What's on your mind is from bad to worse, right? So in this, we want to use our questions to empower and attract improvements, answers, solutions, expanded awareness, etc. along those lines. Now, second message of the Seven of Cups that's coming through today is unconditional love. And just like we were talking about opening up energy and leaving it formless instead of solidifying it, unconditional love is very formless in the sense of if I love you, no matter what, no matter where you're at, no matter who you're with, no matter what you're doing, that's unconditional love. Unconditional love is literally love without conditions, which means there's no attachments to the conditions. And so one of the things that we've talked a lot about with unconditional love is love and presence are not simultaneous. They do not go always hand in hand. And in the case of unconditional love in particular, presence, physical presence is a condition. But now we love and without condition, meaning letting go of all conditions. So some people say they want to be loved unconditionally. I don't think that that's really true if they understood what being loved unconditionally means. And some people say, I just want someone to love unconditionally. Again, I don't think that's true if you knew what loving unconditionally means. Loving unconditionally means literally whatever you are, however you show up, in whatever you do, I love you. But most of us are not going to entertain that in our house. Hello? If you want to come in my house, you're going to show me some respect. And you're going to take off your shoes at the door. And you're going to make sure you wash your ass and some of these dishes and the toilet once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have conditions for our presence, and that is okay. Well, with the seven of cups coming up with the message of unconditional love, it could be time for somebody to go from love in our presence to unconditional love status in our life. Like, who is it that just, holding on to them? And the seven of cups is bringing this question to you, saying, who or what have you been holding on to that is not meeting the conditions for your presence, the requirements for your presence, that it would best interest you to move into an unconditional state? Let them go. I'm hearing the word rapscallion. I don't know why. I don't really use that word. I don't use it so much. It feels like a bad boy type of a thing, but it's not a word that I use. But they're saying they could go be much of a rapscallion as they want to be, a mischievous person, somebody likes to play practical jokes, somebody that thinks everything is a joke, somebody that takes their life as a joke. No, they could go do all that stuff out there in the world, and you don't have to watch it. Unconditional love is when somebody just keeps making very hurtful decisions that hurt themselves so much, and you love them so much you just can't stand to see it no more. But they're not going to stop. They're not going to change. They're going to be exactly who they came to be. So you release yourself from the connection and from the responsibility, and you let them go about their life, and then you go about yours. So these are the messages I'm getting from this. Anything else? Yes. Unconditional love is okay. So why is it unconditional love? Somebody wants to know why this card is unconditional love. 7 is my number from heaven. 7 divine days. 7 divine. Okay. 7 is a number of the divine for me. And we're talking about emotions. So how does the divine feel about all of us? Unconditional love. Except for the difference is because it's in the spirit and because it is divine, the presence is 100%. Constantly present, unconditional love. So there's also a message here is to remember that the universe loves you. No matter what you're looking at, the universe loves you. And it's very wise to find the love in everything that the universe has delivered you today. Because no matter what you get, it's a blessing. You are here to get it. I always say, if you wake up alive today, yay, because there's still more here for you. If there's no more here for you, you will wake up dead, like so many others did. They woke up dead and now they're in spirit. But we woke up alive. What other beautiful blessings does this universe have for us today? Yeah. What else? Traditional meanings of this card is like one has a head coming out of it, one has a mystery coming out of it, one has a snake, one has a dragon, one has a victory wreath, one has treasure, another one has a castle. It's like you don't there's the 7 of cups is an energy where it's like, well, what is it? What is it? What is it? I don't know. What is it? It's just like trying to label it. Wow, they just show me something in regards to the mind mechanics of it all. Your brain receives an experience, receives information, receives an impression, and then immediately begins to try to figure out, well, which folder do we file it into? If each of these cups was a manila folder with the label on it, your human mind wants to immediately file everything away into one of those folders. Well, in this 7 of cups card, what's coming through is divine. There is no filing folder for it. And so the human brain can go, cannot compute, unknown error, unknown. You know what I'm saying? Like the human computer brain starts to freak out because what the spirit has divined is not in the computer brain. And the computer brain cannot compute. Often when you receive these types of downloads and information that is so new that your computer brain cannot compute, it comes in so quick. On this channel, it does that as absolutely from 1 second to the next second. In the split second in between, an entire speech of information is delivered. A whole collect group of statements is delivered, of understanding is delivered straight to the mind, that then takes some time to put into words, to deliver, to lay them out one in front of the other and deliver those words to you or any person. When it comes in so quickly, you didn't know it before, and it comes in so quickly, and it's the first thought, that's the divine mind speaking. And all the worries and fears and doubts and hesitations after that is the computer brain trying to process it and put it away in a manila folder. The computer brain is not quite satisfied until there's a manila folder to put it in. But when it's divine and it's new information, there is no manila folder. And this causes you to second guess and to doubt and to overthink. So we'll just leave you with these messages for today. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Thank you for doing all the YouTube things that support the channel. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.